why is consistency over perfection important? Well, I think the obvious is that when we hold ourselves to something that's almost unobtainable, it's a cause for disaster. We need to make sure that when we're setting our goals in the valley phase, that we are identifying SMART goals. So specific goals, measurable goals, attainable goals, relevant goals, and time bound. And then making sure that when we are moving forward, that we give ourselves some grace and allow for things to happen. And so what I mean by that is we're going to have vacations, we're going to have holidays where things just aren't going to be as easy to follow. So what I recommend is that you actually plan for the times when you're just not going to be on plan. And if you plan for them and understand that they can actually be a significant part of your progression, then it'll help you to feel much more balanced and you will feel like it's progress. So, eating treats and staying fit. This is a big part of what I advocate because my quality of life is also a life that involves bringing in things like cookies. that is part of my that is part of my lifestyle. However, with meal sequencing, if we eat greens first and then protein and then have the sugars, so the complex carbohydrates and then the simpler sugars, treats are just not going to have the same impact. If we have a reward meal at the end of the week, that actually is extremely good because did you know that the body is constantly trying to find homeostasis and the body doesn't like diets? Extreme fads are something that really stress the body out. And a lot of times people don't see the type of results they want because their body is either overly stressed or because it's adapting to a phase. So two things to think about. So if the body is overstressed, cortisol releases more insulin than our bodies need, and insulin's only really needed to help transport food. If our bodies are at a point where it's adapted to something we've been doing week over week after week, if we try to be too perfected, hitting the same meal plan, the same routine, time and time again, our body moving into this adapted phase, all of a sudden now the only way for us to move forward is to switch a gear that'll help with metabolic flexibility, which is the body's ability to burn fats and carbohydrates. So super key to make sure that you're, again, focusing on small incremental improvements and not perfection. Planning for reward meals, planning for treats, making sure that we realize that those things actually help improve metabolism when we have a reward meal or two in a week. When every once in a while we are bringing in cookies, but have it after greens, protein, and then a complex carbohydrate. Our lives are not just about fitness, but the more we invest into our fitness, the more I think we're able to invest in our relationships. So plan your life around your relationships, and I think that you'll find that your fitness success will be dramatically improved.